Guys, hello. I'm gonna finish up the 11.1 notes. Started those yesterday, guys. Talked about area and perimeter of parallelograms. Um, we didn't get to the triangle, so we're gonna talk about triangles now. So area of triangles, guys. Area. The formula is area equals 1/2 base times height. Guys, you can see that reflected down here. Another way to write that, guys, this is again their equivalent: base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 times base times height. Either way, you're gonna get the same answer. Okay. So the base of the triangle, guys, it can be any side of the triangle. So 3 sides to a triangle. The base could be any of those 3 sides. Very similar to parallelograms, though. The height must be an altitude drawn from the vertex opposite that side, and then of course that altitude is perpendicular to the base. All right, and so you can see that here, guys. Height, that's that altitude drawn from the vertex opposite the base to the base. Okay, so those will be the measures you're looking for. Because again, I'm going to use my, I'm not sure how much trigger we're going to have, but I'll use my scientific calculator here on the phone, as many as you will be doing as well for any of my calculations. So find the perimeter and area of each triangle. All right, guys. So if you notice, let's start with area. 1/2 base times height. Guys, this red triangle, or this red, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a triangle drawn out there, because that's going to give you your height. That is an altitude. It's from the vertex, and it's perpendicular to the opposite side. So is 27 the base, or is 19 the base, or is 27 plus 19 the base? Guys, the base is a side of the triangle. So what measure here is the side of a triangle? Well, 19. Guys, 19 is going to be your base. That is the side of the triangle that the height is perpendicular to. So finding the area, we've got 1/2. Guys, the base is 19. We just talked about that. Height is 30 inches. Guys, typically, so I would just go, this is all multiplication, so 1/2 times 30, that's going to be 15 times 19. 15 times 19 is going to be our area of this triangle. 285. So 285 units. What units squared? Inches squared. All right, so that's the area of the triangle. I found area, guys, because that was just going to be a little quicker. We already had those measures. To find perimeter, again, you're going to add all 3 sides. We don't know what all 3 sides are. We've got what? One side is 19, one side is 41, and then that third side is, we don't know. It's missing. Can use, like the problems we did yesterday, we can use this right triangle that they have here for us, where we get 30 and 27. So finding the hypotenuse, just I'll kind of work up top here. 30 squared, leg squared, plus the other leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. 30 squared is going to be 900. 27 squared is 729. Equals c squared. 729 plus 900, 1629. So the square root of 1629 is going to be equal to c. Yep. I should have my scientific calculator here. This is throwing me off. So 40.36. Let's go 40.36 equals C. Okay. Adding that 41 and 19. So give you 60. 60 plus 40.36. It's going to be 100.36 inches is your perimeter. Yep. All right. For 3B, looks like we are not given the height. We don't. Apologize, just dropped my pen here on my iPad. We're not given the height there, so we'll need to find that using Pythagorean theorem here. We have the hypotenuse, so 13 squared equals 6 squared plus, let's just call that h. 13 squared, 169. 36 plus h squared, subtract 36, 133. Guys, the height is going to be the square root of 133, 11.53. All right, and then so that makes the base 29. So area 1/2 base 29, height we found to be 11.53. 0.5 times 29 times 11.53. 167.19. Not inches squared, it's centimeters squared. Okay. So that's area. Guys, perimeter I'll leave to you guys. You would need to find that third side there, the hypotenuse of that right triangle here. Okay. Word problem here, guys. The height of a triangle is 5 centimeters more than its base. So let's see here. We've got, let's draw a triangle. Poorly drawn triangle. Even more poorly drawn. Because this iPad has caused me some very serious struggles. Thank you guys for bearing with me on this as I learn. So let's call this our base. Guys, the height, that altitude drawn there, well, it's 5 centimeters more, so it's going to be b plus 5. The area of the triangle is 52 centimeters squared. Find the base and the height. So the formula, area equals 1/2 base times height. So 52, let's substitute 52 for A, equals 1/2. Well, the base is just B times the height, we said was B plus 5. So write that in terms of B, and this is now an equation we can solve for B. All right, we're going to multiply by 2 on both sides. We've got 104 equals, well, that'd be B squared plus 5B. Okay, great deal of fun here for those of you still checking this out. This is a quadratic equation. We've got 0 equals B squared plus 5B minus 104. And to solve this, I think we should be able to solve it by factoring 104. What are some factors of 104? What do we have? 52. So let's try 26. No, 26 and 4 is not going to work. 104. What about 9? Not a factor. Just trying to find some factors here of 104. $13 and 8. Those would be our. So guys, I'm looking for numbers that multiplied to negative 104 and added to the middle term 5. And so I just checked on my calculator what some factors of 104 was. I found 13 and a negative 8. 13 times negative 8 gives you that negative 104. They add to 5. So this factors to b plus 13, b minus 8. So your solutions would be b equals negative 13 or b equals positive 8. And if we're talking about measurements, guys, we know measurements can't be negative, so the base must be 8. The height must be 8 plus 5, 13. Okay? So a little bit of fun there, solving quadratics, guys. Your homework, I've only got 3 triangles on there. They'll be more similar to those first couple examples. So I think it's numbers 5, 6, and 9 from page 583. So ignore this if you're watching. In Canvas, it's posted, your assignment. So just 5, 6, and 9. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon.